8 million species share this planet with us. And we are going to count down the ones that broke the internet, backed by the wildest science you've never heard. Buckle up, this one goes fast. Chapter 1, Otters. The iconic Vancouver Aquarium viral footage. 2 sea otters floating on their backs, hands intertwined, fast asleep. Yes, that is real. Sea otters actually, genuinely, legitimately hold hands while they sleep. Scientists call it rafting. They do it so ocean currents don't pull them apart while they rest. It is also, and I cannot stress this enough, the most romantic thing any species has ever done. Now here's where it gets wild. Otters have the densest fur of any animal on Earth, up to 1 million hairs per square inch. That fur traps air like a wetsuit, which means otters are basically walking or floating in their own personal bubble wrap. Baby otters are born unable to swim, can't dive, can't even sink. Their fur is so fluffy they just bobble on the surface like a living pool toy. So the mom does something extraordinary. She flips onto her back, places the pup on her chest, and becomes, literally, a living raft. She grooms that fur constantly, blowing air into it, fluffing it up, because if the fur gets waterlogged, the pup loses its buoyancy. A mother otter is her baby's life jacket, personal chef, and flotation device. Honestly, respect. There are only 13 species of otter left, most are endangered. But right now, watching this 300-gram pup pass out in its mom's fur, it feels like everything is going to be okay. Chapter 2, Baby Elephants. What you are watching is the result of a 22-month pregnancy. That is the longest gestation of any land animal on Earth, and after nearly 2 years of waiting, this is what comes out. A completely chaotic little creature with no idea what legs are for. Which for something that just spent almost 2 years being built is hilarious. But here's what makes this moment genuinely incredible. Watch the herd. Aunts, sisters, grandmothers, they all show up. Elephants are one of the only species that actively assist during birth, forming a protective wall, rumbling low frequencies that calm the mother. That calf isn't just born into a family, it's born into a squad. And when it finally stands for the first time, the whole herd celebrates. Elephants trumpet, they spin, they touch the calf with their trunks. These animals, with brains wired for memory, empathy, and grief, understand exactly what this moment means. And then approximately 4 minutes later, it's chasing birds. A trunk, by the way, has over 40,000 individual muscles, more than the entire human body. It takes years to learn to use it properly. Year 1, you sneeze on yourself. A lot. Chapter 3, Quokkas. Ladies and gentlemen, the quokka, small island, Western Australia, roughly the size of a house cat. Officially, scientifically, undeniably, the happiest looking animal on the planet. Now, is that smile real? Biologically speaking, the quokka has an upturned jaw structure that creates a permanent expression of joy. But here's the crazy part. Their brains match their faces. Quokkas show almost zero fear response to humans. Their cortisol levels, and that's the stress hormone, are remarkably low compared to other wild marsupials. This animal is not just pretending to be happy, it is actually happy. They will walk up to you. They will photobomb your vacation pictures. One quokka was filmed stealing a granola bar, sitting down 3 feet away, and eating it while maintaining eye contact. Icon behavior. Baby quokkas, uncalled joeys, spend 6 months in the pouch before they even see the world. When they finally come out, still tiny, still wobbly, already absolutely delighted to be here. They didn't learn that from the parents. They were just built that way. Imagine being born with that energy. Imagine. Chapter 4, Unlikely Friendships. A golden retriever and a baby deer. Predator and prey on paper. Best friends in reality. Nobody sent the memo, and honestly, thank goodness. Here's something zoos discovered decades ago. Young cheetahs are anxious animals, high-strung, jumpy, stressed. So wildlife experts started pairing them with puppies. And the dogs, being dogs, just started playing. They taught the cheetahs how to relax, how to trust, how to read a situation and decide it's not a threat. A Labrador Retriever is out here being a cheetah's emotional support animal. If that's not the best sentence you've heard today, I don't know what to tell you. And then, the capybara, the largest rodent on Earth, 200 pounds of pure, unfiltered chill. Capybaras have been documented peacefully coexisting with crocodiles, monkeys, birds, rabbits, dogs, deer, and, in one incredible wildlife photo, a full-grown jaguar. And the capybara's face in every single one of these photos is identical. Zero thoughts, total peace, absolute acceptance of every creature that chooses to be nearby. Scientists call this low-aggression social behavior. I call it the energy I want to have at every family gathering. Chapter 5, Baby Sloths. Okay, stop everything. Baby sloths in sweaters, brief pause, wind, a single bird call. Okay, I'm back. Here is a wild statistic for you. The sloth moves so slowly that algae literally grows in its fur. It sleeps up to 20 hours a day. It digests a single leaf over the course of a month. Its top speed, 13 feet per minute, and it has survived, unchanged, for 64 million years. While faster animals came and went, while predators evolved, climates shifted, entire species vanished, the sloth just kept slothing. Turns out, doing less is sometimes the most powerful strategy of all. The sloth didn't hustle its way to 64 million years, it relaxed its way there. Baby sloths spend up to a year clinging to their mothers, learning every branch, every safe route, every leaf worth eating. Slowly, methodically, with zero urgency whatsoever. The sloth is not behind. The sloth is not failing. The sloth is exactly where it needs to be. Chapter 6, Capybars. Every single winter, since 1982, the capybaras at this Japanese zoo have done this. A warm bath, fresh yuzu, good company. Over 40 years of this tradition, unbroken, unquestioned, non-negotiable, the capybara invented the self-care routine before humans made it a personality. Capybara pups are born already knowing how to walk, swim, and apparently sprint. They arrive ready for everything. Raised communally and by the whole group, not just the parents. Every adult in the herd helps protect and teach the young. The whole village raises the capybara. Capybara sitting at the edge of a body of water at golden hour. Peaceful. Still. There's a reason this animal broke the internet. In a world that never stops moving, the capybara just sits. No anxiety, no agenda, no problem with whoever shows up, bird, monkey, crocodile, tourist with a camera. It decided somewhere along the way that peace was a choice. And it chose it every single day. Otters that hold hands, elephants that show up for each other, quokkas that were built for joy. Cheetahs that learned to chill from a dog, sloths that beat every predator by slowing down, capybaras that just decided to be at peace. 8 million species, and every single one of them is figuring it out in their own way. Just like US. If you're new here, subscribe. We drop videos like this every single week.